Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Eddie?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. It's Friday night. I'm here talking to you. I'm doing the show. It's a good time.
Good time. Congratulations on the 1 year.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, um, I posted that earlier.
I just heard you saying that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was logging in. How's your Friday going, Eddie?
Fantastic, fantastic. Me, my work shift is Sunday to Thursday, so I have all day Friday off, and it's fantastic.
Good.
You
Happy
know, you,
Friday.
how's your Friday going?
It's good. It's really good. I hit the road, came back in time for you. Was doing some writing, and when we wrap up, when I get back into it, I found myself in a good zone.
Oh, nice, nice. Uh, do you find you have to go to a spot to write, or do you kind of just write all the time, or
Uh, some no, no. It depends. It'd be nice to have a spot to go to write. I'm lucky to have a few studios I can work out of. I do write at home a lot. I find I write
yeah?
a lot at home. Um, really doesn't it doesn't matter really. I do more voice notes than anything.
Okay, okay. Me, like I remember at one time I was just trying to uh keep thoughts and kind of like how I used to have a little tape recorder thing and like a
Yes.
little small thing I used to have in my pocket, and I remember
Hmm.
like I had some really good stuff on there I felt. And then I opened it up one time and like the battery had like melted the whole shit. And
No.
I was like no. So
Um,
I really kept any voice notes since then, but I should probably get back on it because I like the voice notes.
yeah, they're great for like if you're looking for an idea. If you want to start somewhere. If you got writer's block, I definitely. I'm always doing voice notes.
I even find that pretty cool for talking to people on like Messenger. Like instead of like always typing things because um reading text kind of it gets boring. You can't really really kind of get out the shit you really want to say or how you want to say it. Like it's different when I send a voice note. You can hear how I'm saying it, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
What do you actually think about because like a lot of people have got away from like a lot of people don't even want to get on the phone like if we're a group of people and like we're gonna order pizza, like everybody wants to do it on an app. I'm like, yo, like nobody calls, like oh man, I won't talk to the pizza guy, like you know, well,
Yeah. I like to make my phone calls, place the orders
for
before
sure,
showing up. But walk-ins are always cool.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Depends
So
on depends on the time.
how long has this music journey been going on for you? At what age did it start?
It started very young, probably before I would actually say I thought I actually realized I was gonna get into music. Really young, because my dad's a musician.
Okay,
He was
okay,
a musician. He's not a musician, and he hasn't played in a while because he's got Alzheimer's.
okay.
Alzheimer's. But it started with him at a very young age, and I say in my early teens I started doing like plays. So early teens, really, I started taking it more seriously.
Okay, you started
Like,
doing plays. Okay, that's definitely a cool thing. I think I've done a lot of things. Like before I did the interviews, I did raps. I've like shot videos. I've done a whole bunch of different, and I always want to get into acting, but like I never even thought about plays. Like you know,
yeah, theater's fun, especially because with acting's cool too, but you're more stationed.
yeah,
With theater, you're a lot more free and open and big. You gotta go big. Whereas in front of the camera, you gotta be a little bit more,
yeah, yeah,
a little bit. Everything's more intimate on camera.
sure.
Hmm.
For sure. Like yeah, in the theater, you got to be on point. You know.
Would you consider taking classes, like maybe going to Second City?
Yeah, I actually would I've actually told I met some actors and different people and involved in different things, and I said, yo, it was right before COVID hit, so I saw I was like, I'm like, yo, I'll be a fly on the wall, I'll help just do things around, right? And they're like,
Hmm.
okay, 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 and then COVID hit and shut everything down, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not getting invited to those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It, yeah. Hopefully it'll lift. But you could
right,
take some classes online in the meantime.
for sure,
Find some
for sure.
monologues that intrigue you for auditions.
Right, right.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the same thing with everything, right? You have to practice, right?
Absolutely.
Right, right.
Absolutely.
Um, so do you do like practicing like you're saying that you do voice notes how often do you kind of like practice just try to different melodies and kind of stuff? Just
How
kind of
often? Sorry,
yeah.
I'm just grabbing my cord because woo, and the table fell. Hold on one second, Eddie.
Yeah.
Um, say, ask me that question again. My table fell over. Gotta ask me again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we were saying you got to practice your skills. You got to try different
Mhm.
things. Like how often you try to try like a different melody. Like maybe you haven't hit a certain note or something like that. How often you try to just try different styles.
Ooh, often, as you know, as much as I can. To be honest, I, I daily. You know, especially when working with when you're building a song.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. When I'm working on a record, usually a few melodies will come before the official
Yeah.
one lands. You know, so I'll keep working on the melodies, and if it sticks, then I usually go with that one. But the ones that I usually seem to forget before I can even whip out the voice note, it's like, that
Mm,
might have not been the one. That's how I work with them.
okay. 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 Um. So how is that feeling when when you're in the studio and you finish up a song and it has that final mix and you're hearing it and you're and you really enjoy it how is that feeling?
It's marvelous. It's fantastic. It's a great feeling. It's a feeling of success, you know.
Yeah,
Once it's there and it's come to life, it's like, there you are, you know. And then you can always get back to it and to perfect it, to make it better in your eye or the producer's eyes, ear, excuse me. Because sometimes it may sound, most of the time, songs sound different when you get back to it the next day.
for
You
sure.
know,
For sure.
it's a great feeling.
Yeah, me before I did the whole interview thing, I was making music as well, and I'd have some days where I would do something, and I'd be like, oh man, I killed that, and
Yep.
I'd leave and I'd go to work, I'd come back and I would listen to it and be like, oh, that's trash.
Yep. I've actually had records where I've gone back to them a couple years later and it's pitchy, and it's like,
Yeah,
wow. But I've learned something, you know, I've had coaches in my time. And one of my coaches, I was very young. I was 17 when I met her, and then I went back to her again when I was 19. And whenever I would arrive to her studio and she felt some form of stress on me or she just saw it, she wouldn't do the session with me. We take a break, we go for the day, go up for lunch for the day. And for me, I didn't realize that until a few years later, few like a couple of years ago.
yeah,
I'm talking. She was my vocal coach when I was 6. I'm giving away my age. Um, she, let me just say, she's taught me a lot with doing that, you know. And I would go into the studio happy, sad, and and when I'm not happy, you can hear it in the music. So
Yeah, for me, like when like I said, like before I did this, I was rapping, I was doing shows, and like for me, like the like a guy that really like helped me, this guy Callum, he was like the sound guy at a lot of our shows, like in the early shows, but like he was also the lead singer in like a metal band, so like he'd do all the screaming and shit like that, so like he'd tell me like certain things he'd do to like for his vocals. And
yeah.
like I was thinking, I'm like, man, if he can go out and do this metal shit and scream
Hmm.
to that, like, and the only thing I'm actually doing is rapping. If I learn from him, I got this. And you know,
How do you feel? How do you feel when you're doing your shows? Do you do any warm ups? Do you get
me
nervous?
before like earlier in the day, I'll have the
Hmm.
set up on my house. I'll be playing it, and I'll perform it at home like maybe like 4 or 5 times like that day before I go to the show.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
good.
so I'm already kind of like in the zone. I'm already kind of like warmed up and like at a friend's house in in um in Hamilton. I'll go there. I'll go there sometimes and like before shows. Well, like he has a big thing where it's up with mirrors. So
Hmm.
it's like we have the sound system, we have the mics. So like we actually like see how it would look for the crowd to look at us, right? So
Absolutely.
so you can like put your mic cord around a certain way, like kind of like get your whole setup kind of set for the show. Like
Yeah.
that's like
I love throwing the mic cord around my. I don't think you notice or anyone notices it. I picked it up. I tend to throw if I don't use a if I am using a corded mic, it
yeah.
goes right under my
I do
feather.
the same thing. I put it right around my neck because then like
Yeah.
because I find like yeah, if you're just holding it like this, like it's so easy to trip over.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm like,
But the
I
best way
don't know,
to
for some
use
reason, like when you put it up on your neck, it kind of goes
it.
away from it a little bit more, and you kind of get like a sense of where it is better.
Yeah, it's so funny, and they're the best ones to use. Best
Yeah,
ones to use. I'd love to see you perform. Let me know. Send me a link when you're gonna perform. I'd love to see that.
okay. Like, it's been a couple of years. A buddy of mine just told me he had pictures of it last time I performed,
Hmm.
like years ago. It was a big moment for me because like we have this guy Mike on a bike like around Brantford, and he's like
Mike
a
on the
yeah, like this guy like around my city around Brantford, like
hmm.
he's a legend. Like everybody knows him. Like everybody in this whole city like knows him. Like oh, that's Mike. He's been everywhere, right?
Shit,
Like
Mike on a bike. So what's his
so
situation? What does he do?
but the thing last time I performed, he was there, and I was on stage and I had my shirt off and I was performing. Like I'm a big guy, right? Like it's funny to like see a big guy on stage with his
Ah,
shirt off.
sexy. Go ahead.
But
Do your thing.
he's also a big guy, and like
Uh-huh.
I was performing, and I was jumping on stage with the mic, and I seen
Hmm.
him come around the side of the stage, and as he was coming around the side of the stage, he was taking his shirt off, and he came up on stage with me, and we were both jumping, and I was like this guy's like a legend in my city, and like so like I was like, yo, this is a big moment, and like a buddy of mine was recently telling me he had pictures of it, so like
Yeah,
I want to get those
that's what's up. Memory. Great
memories
memory.
for sure. Do you have like a lot of pictures you kind of like look back and like kind of like remember the times like kind of like oh shit like these are dope times.
Yes, yes, I do. I
Okay,
have.
me like when I was at a certain age, like when I was younger, I was like, oh, I don't want pictures, I don't want pictures, and then at a certain age, like I was like, oh, I do. I wish I would have had pictures during that time, you know?
Of course. Me too. You know, I had a sad situation happen 2018. It's really recent. Um, so a lot of my family photos are gone. I don't have children photos now.
Okay,
The
fair enough.
photos that I do have are on my phone, stored in hard drives.
Yeah.
Family has photos, so I'm like collecting photos from all over. I recommend you do the same too. For your children phones, you have aunts, uncles, any cousins?
What's that?
Do you have any aunts and uncles, any
Yeah, yeah,
cousins? Do they take
yeah.
any photos?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like yeah, I've definitely seen like photos that different people have had.
Yeah.
My dad has some funny ones, like me, like when I was like super young, but like
Hmm.
I actually I actually took those and made memes out of them and posted them. I just put funny stuff like on the memes of like me as a kid. And,
Hmm.
yeah, I just posted them on Facebook. That was like a time ago.
I'm gonna check it out. Are they on your Instagram? Your
Um,
meme?
they're on my Facebook
Facebook? We gotta be friends on Facebook too.
for sure, for sure,
I think.
for sure. Well,
Are we friends on Facebook?
uh, I'll definitely find out after this whole interview and everything. But yeah, so I want to talk about I was checking out your Instagram and I seen like your different performances and like I was like on one video like you're singing like this and like another video you're singing like this um and I was like that's really cool but how would you describe your music?
It's eclectic. Very eclectic. I know. I was like, am I confusing the audience? Because I do dance music, dance electronic music, and I, and I sing reggae music. I'm working on a reggae album right now. I'm
That's awesome.
dedicating to my dad, who I started doing music with. And we did eclectic stuff. We would do rock, reggae, R&B, and I mainly did background in reggae music. But my style, for the most part, is pretty eclectic.
Okay, okay. Um, So when we get this next project, is it going to be everything, or are you going to like kind of focus in on one? You kind of like how some artists will give you like their reggae album and their R&B album, and they're kind of like, and then some artists just give you everything in one.
I plan to give you a little bit of everything in one.
Okay,
But I do have a reggae project that I've been working on that is strictly reggae, strictly traditional reggae, and that's dedicated to my pops.
awesome, awesome,
And then moving forward from that, keeping it eclectic.
for sure, for sure. Um, definitely. So do you have like a vision of like where where you want to be in like the next like a little bit like your next couple moves over people say like oh like where would you be in 5 years. I think it's a little bit too far to jump ahead to that. So where do you see yourself at the end of 2021?
End of 2021, I see myself having given you that project I've been telling you about. Uh,
We're gonna hear it. We're gonna hear it.
and
Make
that's
sure.
it. That's all I'm gonna say. I like, for the most part, I've been speaking about that so much because it means a lot to me. Working on it for a very long time, and I'm like, my dad, he's been sick for a while, and he's still here. So I just want to get this out so he can hear it, and I just want to see his reaction. If
Mm.
I had we can't we don't talk, right? It's just all vibes. There's no conversation with my pop. So I just want to, when he does listen to music, I get a reaction. So I just want to put it out there for him. And then from there, we'll see. We'll see how we go. We'll see where it goes.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. So what is like the key to if you're gonna sit down, you have any meal in the world, like what is on that plate?
It's pasta, baby.
Pasta?
It's pasta. I love pasta.
Yo, like pasta?
Um, pasta.
This whole belly thing right here?
Italy.
Huh?
Pasta.
Like this whole belly right here? That's all pasta. That's all pasta right there.
You know what? Okay, look. I joined a modeling when I just started doing modeling at 19. I did it for like 2, 3 years. Learn how to walk in heels. Learn about just how to apply makeup, all that beauty stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the dishes I had to knock out of my life was pasta, and it was the hardest thing
Right.
to do. And I was so happy to get back to the place. I love you too, Theo. There he is. My guy right there. Shout out to everybody tuned in.
Like me, like yeah, like pasta, like the mac and cheese specifically.
Yeah.
Like man, mac and cheese, like man, like I could literally live off that shit. Like
Sincerely, you could do so much. You could throw in tuna with the mac and cheese,
right,
some
beef,
chicken if you
chicken.
want. You know, but when you put the beef, it comes kind of like hamburger helperish, and I'm not really into the hamburger helper.
Okay, okay. Me, like I'm not really into like the Hamburger Helper brand, but like I make like the my own version of Hamburger Helper all the time, like in its fucking box.
Yeah.
Um, like spices are key. Like like for mac and cheese,
Uh-huh.
yeah, pepper is key.
All day, every dish.
Yeah, like if you don't have pepper in that shit, like what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sweet. I love it.
Like yeah, you're saying like tuna. I haven't done tuna in a bit, so like because like I've been on the chicken tip for a bit. I've been throwing chicken in it for quite last a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, but I have to switch it up.
Do you like green peas?
Yep.
Tuna and the green peas. Little bit of little bit. You like mayo?
I'm not crazy about it, but like I'll mess with it
Put a little bit of mayo in that macaroni tuna green peas situation. Tell me how you feel about it.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely a foodie. Um, you know, like man, like diets. Like I'm like I've always failed because I'm like, man, you know how good food is. You
Food is
know,
delicious. And you can eat is you just got you can eat what you love to eat.
in portions. Like me, like I've definitely been cutting back on the portions.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah,
Drink smoothies, vegetables if you don't like to eat it. Blend them out, right? Try
yeah,
that as a meal. And you'll find it will help you definitely if you're looking to watch your figure, you know. But like for the most part, as long you gotta be healthy,
for
you
sure,
know.
for sure. Drinking water right now.
Nice. How's quarantine treating you?
Um, it's different, but one thing I want to bring up the water first before I'll answer that. But with the water, like literally like before this interview, I was like, I should go to the store and get pop. And then I was thinking in my head, and I was like, no, don't do that. You know, I'm like, you have time to go to the store. I'm like, no, you don't do that. And then, like, I actually talked myself out of it, and I'm drinking water.
Good for you. Good for
But
you.
yeah,
I did that. See now, I went ahead and got me some strawberry kiwi Arizona sparkling stuff. It's really good.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. I
but
did
yeah,
that.
but yeah, you were saying like the quarantine, um me like it gave me like I think everybody's been saying this, but I can reflect on myself, kind of like been watching like kind of like self improvement kind of like things and kind of like just trying to get better at this whole life thing, you know, like and also like this right here, um doing all these like the online interviews, like I was doing like all of them in person before, and I can only reach so far that way, right?
Absolutely.
So like
That's
so
it
so,
is a
so
gift right now.
yeah, so during this whole quarantine, I kind of like self improved a lot. Kind of like really kind of looked at how I was living. Kind of like changed a lot of kind of like things and did this and this is doing great for me. So quarantine's actually been good to me.
Good. That's very good to hear.
Yeah.
That's very
You?
good to hear. Same. I put off a lot of stuff at home for renovations, even writing, just getting more focused on the projects that I'd like to put out. Um, it's helped. It's quarantine has been good to me. It's been very good to me.
Yeah. Even like at the very beginning of it, it made me realize like how important like family is, and like right at the beginning of like our communication in our family wasn't always the best. Like we would hear from this person, and this person would tell this person, and so I was just like, you know what? Like we're all on Facebook, so I just like added like a whole group chat, like and put the whole family in there, and it was
Hmm.
like, hey, how's everybody doing? And like from there, everybody talked, and like we like and when people want to say things in there, like it's still an open group thing we talk about. But it made me realize I'm like, yo, like we should talk about like we should have like more communication in the family. I was just like, I just opened up the group chat, and everybody in there was like, oh, great idea, great idea. You know?
Yeah, my nieces, I've been speaking to my nieces and nephews more. My goddaughter calls me before she goes to class. I feel very special with those calls before I wouldn't get them. It's a good thing. Definitely much closer with family. It's good.
Do you have any like funny group chats with like friends? Like me, I have a couple of like group um people like put me in group chats and like some of my friends and some of the shit we post you can't post it on Facebook, you can't post it but like it's funny. But like do you have one of those or a couple of those?
No.
No, no. You don't have funny group chats with like your friends?
And we call each other. We're
Okay,
calling each other, yeah.
okay. See, like the messages I'm not really too big on, but when it's like a group of people, it can get pretty funny.
I can imagine. The most I've done with the groups is I checked out a Second City performance. So I loved doing the chat with everybody who was tuned in. I
Yeah.
had fun. And then I tuned into a conference with this company called 7K Metals. And
Okay.
I've been buying coins monthly from.
Okay.
That's as good as it gets for the group chats for me. But yeah, nothing funny. Maybe in the future I'll join something else.
So how do you like entertain yourself? Um, you watch lots of movies, or how do you entertain yourself?
Oh gosh, yes. Netflix. We just started watching Empire on Disney Plus. I'm on
Okay.
the final season. I love it. I love it. Love it. Um, been watching quite a bit of Netflix, and actually been digging in the crates and listening to some records, just random records, just putting, just closing the eye, choosing, letting them play, and just enjoying some classic materials.
For sure, for sure. Um, like I remember like back when like when the CD things were more of a thing. Sometimes I'd go to the pawn shop and I'd go to the CD section and like sometimes I'd be grabbing a whole bunch and the guy would be like, oh, if you got this many, you can get it at this price. So I'd be like, all right, I'd grab a couple more, and like the couple more I'd grab, I'd just look at the covers, like, oh, that's a cool cover,
Yeah,
you know? And
yeah,
it's kind of a cool way to like random way to kind of like hear new music, you know?
absolutely, absolutely. It's a real cool way.
How important do you think the visual is for music, like the cover art, the music videos, and everything like that? How important do you think all that kind of stuff is? Music.
I find that it's very important. It will help direct the listener to your music. If it's attractive, sometimes less is more. Sometimes the psychedelic, funky shit attracts them too.
Yeah,
I think it's very important.
for sure, for sure. Um, Me yeah, and even for interviews like this, like me I know me as a fan of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I find it. I rarely ever watch. I mean, I rarely ever just listen to the audio ones. I always want to see like the interviews because I want to see like the look on the person's face, like when a question is asked. Because sometimes like you can tell like like the interview was like pre-set up. When somebody asks a question and the guy and the way the person looks, they're like, oh yeah, that person like that was set up. You know?
Yeah, I know. Some it's safe. It's safe for those for some people. You know, when
Yeah.
they have a lot to give, but they cannot share everything. So before going into an interview, it's like, can we keep it safe and you let me know what you're gonna ask me, and I'll let you know what you can't ask me.
Yeah, those are whack. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, but how can people find your music and find your visuals and all that?
Follow me online, social medias. The social medias that I'm working on. The Instagram, the official Trish. Twitter at Trish Campbell on Facebook. I had That's it. That's it for now. You can find me there.
Okay, I'm gonna add you on Facebook.
Add me on Facebook. I got music on all social media platforms, all streaming platforms, iTunes, YouTube,
Awesome, awesome.
Sound, Sound.
You have any questions for me before we wrap this up?
Say that again.
Do you have any questions for me before we wrap this up?
Yeah. Are you releasing a project this year?
What's that?
Are you releasing any music this year?
Um, I was actually thinking about entering this contest, like a rapping contest, but like as far as a project, no. Like like a friend of mine is putting out like a contest, like an MC contest.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna spit some bars, but I'm probably not gonna put out a full project now.
Okay.
Like
Next question. When's your birthday?
January 1st.
Oh my gosh! Happy belated birthday! What?
Yeah,
New
yeah,
Year's, baby. That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
I'm 24 days after you.
Okay, okay, yeah.
All
Uh,
right,
I,
cool.
I always tell people I was born to be number one.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah.
And when is your next interview? Who are you
Um,
interviewing next?
Philly Rags. He's a really dope MC. He's part of the Lunchroom Poets group. Their whole group is a bunch of dope MCs. So I'm definitely excited about this one. Like he's a really talented. And he sings and he raps.
Sweet.
And it's dope. He's really good. And that's at 9 o'clock.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be writing tonight, but I'm gonna definitely tune in. I'm gonna set my
Okay.
alarm.
Awesome.
Thank you for
Awesome.
having me, Lee.
For sure. For sure. And I think for when you got new music and you want to promote it and you want to come back on, just send a message and we'll set it up.
Okay. I'll
Awesome.
take it from that. All the best.
Awesome.
Mwah. Oh, wait a minute now. I want to say happy birthday to Nick. It's his birthday today. He was like, "Oh, I see your interview tonight, but it's my birthday." I said, "All right, I'll shut you out." So there you go, Nick. Happy birthday.
Shout out to Nick. Happy birthday to him. You know? All right.
Thank you.
All right. Peace.
Mwah.